want to dance. I don't feel like dancing. What should I do? Hello everyone, my name is Kennedy and this is The Art of. Coming up with a new thing to do every week is a little bit merch, okay? And I don't feel like dancing. Not to the same sound. The sound's kind of getting old. Hey guys, it's episode 4, but before we get into the topic, I'm gonna go over the layout of the show again because people are still a little bit confused. So basically the layout of the show, of this channel, each topic has a trailer and an episode. Trailer, episode, and that just keeps repeating. The trailer is just supposed to be a visual representation of what I'm talking about in the show. I try to make it like a cinematic type of short film, but we're working through the kinks on that. The episode is really just getting into the details, the art of whatever the topic is, if that makes sense. So right now on the show, I'm just going through things that's happening in my life, that has happened in my life, you know, just current issues in my life. Trying to get used to filming, editing, talking on camera, the layout of the show, things I like, don't like, just trying to figure that all out. But eventually, maybe next year, maybe before this year ends, I don't know exactly when, but eventually I plan to move into like interviewing people and having them come and talk about the art of their business, their talent, their story, whatever it is, just having them explain. So that's how the show works. If you want to know more details about that, go to the first episode, The Art of the Show, and it will tell you everything, okay? Okay. Now we can get into today's topic, the art of pursuing peace, passion, and purpose. I picked this topic because this is something that I'm so adamantly working on. Like, this is my main focus in life right now. These 3 things, I'm pursuing them so heavily. So I just wanted to bring y'all along the journey and talk about that. I think I'm so focused on these 3 things just because in college, I did not have these. I did not have none of, I didn't have peace. Well, I'm not gonna say I didn't have peace, but peace concerning like my career and my purpose, didn't have it. My passion, I didn't realize what it was. Even though my passion is something that's been a part of my entire life, I didn't realize I was passionate about it. And 3, my purpose, I really didn't start figuring out my purpose until I pursued peace, until I understood my passion. Like, then purpose started to come. If you watch my Kennedy Bedell episode, you know that I've been pursuing medicine. Like, medicine has been the career that I've always wanted for my life. I always wanted to be a doctor. And then I got to college and realized, I didn't even realize in college, like I started just to feel iffy about the whole doctor thing. Like, did I want to do this? Is this what I'm passionate about? Do I love this? Like, all of the things. Like, I just wasn't completely sure about it. And so all throughout college, like, I was stressing about this because I wasn't completely sure if I wanted to do this, but I also wasn't sure about anything else. Like, there was nothing else that I was like, I want to do this, I want to do this. You know what I'm saying? And in my life, like, I always knew I would have businesses. I knew I would have multiple businesses because growing up, my mom was always like, y'all need to start a business. Y'all need to do this. Y'all need to do that. You know, she always told me and my siblings, like, start a t-shirt brand, start a candle brand, like, do these things. And it always seemed exciting to me. I was like, oh yeah, I want to do that. Like, I want to do that. So COVID comes and you know, COVID was my worst year ever. So I remember at the beginning of COVID, I just wrote down some businesses that I wanted to do in the future. All I did was write them down. I wrote down one little idea for like 3 different businesses, and I never looked at that sheet again until like probably a couple years later. And so I always knew I would have businesses, but I knew I would have businesses alongside my career, which I thought would be in medicine. So I'm pursuing medicine all of college, and it's like the more I pursue it, the more stress I had. I graduate, I take a year off from school, from work, from everything to continue pursuing medicine, to take the MCAT, to start my dream, okay? Well, while I'm studying for the MCAT and pursuing that career, I start working on Project 1. And as I'm working on Project 1, like, I get so much excitement from it, so much joy. Like, I love to go work for it. Even the frustrations is like, I love this. I know for a fact I love this. If I'm not sure about anything else in life, this is one thing that I love. So I'm working on, I almost said the name. I'm working on Project 1, also while working on my medical career. And it's like the peace I have when working on Project 1 versus how I feel with working on my medical career, I was like, So then I realized, I don't want to do medicine anymore. So I give that up finally. And once I give it up, I had so much peace about it. Like it was just like a burden lifted off my shoulders, okay? So I give that up, and then I'm like, now I gotta figure something else out. Okay, I gotta figure out another career. Like I knew I loved learning about the body, how it works. I mean, you know, like the major I picked was like perfect. I love the major. So I wanted to stay in that field, still dealing with the body. So I'm looking at occupational therapists and PAs and PTs, and I'm looking at all these things. And I'm like, And then I look at athletic training, and I was like, ooh, that's the closest. But then I look at the salary, and I'm like, there's no way I'm pursuing that. But then I thought about it, and it's like, you know, I'm gonna have businesses, so the salary of athletic trainer, like it'll be fine. Like I'm gonna have enough money. I'm gonna be successful. Everything's gonna work out. So I start pursuing athletic training, and I'm pursuing that. I put Project 1 on the back end because I started pursuing this channel. If you watch episode 2, then you know how this show came about. So now I'm working on this show and working on athletic training, and I'm just pursuing both of those. Once I move here, like the show is like really about to drop within a month. So I'm working on it heavily. I'm putting athletic training kind of on the back end, but I'm still, you know, working towards it. But I'm working on this show so heavily, and I love it. And I'm just like, dang, I don't have the same passion for athletic training. Like I like working towards this more than I like working towards athletic training. So I give that up fully, completely. Done with athletic training. And the thing is, like, I wasn't 100% sure about athletic training, but the reason I hung on to it for so long was because I always felt the need to go back to school. Like, I've been around higher education my entire life. And not just my parents, my cousins, my aunties, like everybody has PhDs, masters, they have all these degrees, and I've always seen that, so I always like expected that for myself. Well, it wasn't for me. We can't all drink from the same cup. It just wasn't for me. So I decided to give it up. And I started pursuing this completely. I gave medicine up. I gave athletic training up. I think those were the big stressors in my life, just trying to pursue those things and make myself pursue something that I wasn't 100% sure about. Like this, I'm 100% sure about. And there's a couple other things that I'm sure about. But yeah, so once I was able to give those things up, y'all, when I say so much peace, and I don't think the peace necessarily comes from giving up. I really think the peace is like me locking in with God, because obviously He's the ultimate source of peace, 100,000%. Like the closer I get to Him, like y'all, sometimes I be so frustrated. And then it's just like I'll pray, and then I have so much peace, and it's just like, wow, like this was an aspect of my life that I've been missing. Okay, like I've been missing so bad. Y'all, I was missing it so bad. So like anytime I just get frustrated or overwhelmed, I just pray, and it's like instantly peace like that, like it's out of my mind. And I think that's how I was able to get rid of, you know, medicine, like how I was able to give up the medical field, because I was just praying so much, like, what should I do? Like, what should I do? What should I do? What should I do? What's my purpose? Like, what? I was praying that prayer so much that it was just kind of, it was like, I felt led to give it up, to just let it go. And once I did, peace came. You know what I'm saying? Like so much peace. So I gave that up. And I just see that the more I pursue, like just whether it's prayer or reading my word or just whatever, talking to God, like I have so much peace in life. So much peace. And I don't think that's a peace that can be disrupted. Like even like little things, I see little things throughout my week that like real life piss me off, and that if it was like a couple years ago, I would have been livid, okay? But now it's just like, I'll be frustrated for a second, I'll pray, and then it's over, like it's done. And I just love that. I love the experience of that. And it's so crazy, it just makes me like, wow, this is nice. This is so nice, you know? So now we have peace. Dang, can I get it out? We gave up, I still can't get it out. What? We gave up medicine, we gave up athletic training, now we have peace. So now it's like, I'm working towards Project 1, I'm working towards the art of, and now it's real, like I'm realizing my passion, and it's creativity. I understand that I'm creative, I understand my gift that I was given, I understand that this is my world, like the creative world, and I've always created things. I've always, like, ever since I was younger, I created things. But like softball took over my life, and I just wasn't focused on creating and stuff like that. So, I mean, I think I kind of got lost and like my passion kind of got lost in the mix. For the longest, I thought my passion was softball, and then I realized it wasn't. Then it's like I didn't think I was really passionate about anything. I knew I had a hobby of like, you know, drawing or painting and stuff like that, but I didn't know I was passionate about creativity. It's like now I have peace and I'm understanding what my passion is. I'm passionate about anything creative, not just me creating things, but like people making something out of nothing. I love it. Okay, so now we have peace. We're still understanding the peace thing because, you know, I feel like I still a little bit, not as much, not near as much. I still let things bother me a little bit, but just like reverse of like snapping out of it kind of quickly. I'm learning. I'm understanding my passions, what they are, and growing them and deepening them. And now it's purpose. It goes into purpose. I think the ultimate purpose of anyone's life is really to serve God through your gifts, but also serve others through your gifts, if that makes sense. Like, if you've been given the gift or the talent of singing, you have great vocals, then I think your purpose in life is to serve others in that way. Like I don't know how to explain it directly, but like God's giving you everyone has a gift. Trust me, I thought I didn't have a gift, but everyone has a gift. God's giving you a gift to do something. I don't know what it is, but I know my gift is creativity. So everyone has a gift. God has given you a gift. You have to look at those gifts and be like, okay, how can I use this gift to serve God, to serve others, but also like make sure this is something I love. I think peace, purpose, and passion are, what am I trying to say? I think peace, passion, and purpose are all connected. I think that once you have peace, it's the easiest thing to see the other two. So pursue peace. I'm not saying peace has to come first, but I would say if you're trying to figure out like what you're passionate about, if you're trying to figure out what your purpose is, then I would say pursue peace first. Pursue peace, and then I think you'll start to realize the things that you truly love. And so once you truly find something that you love, that you're passionate about, I think your purpose is connected into that. So say you love singing, you have great vocals, this is just something you've always loved as a kid. Well, I think your purpose is something in singing. Like, I think your purpose has something to do with singing. Like, you're serving God with your voice, but also serving others, okay? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're a great basketball player, then your purpose in life is to do something in basketball. And that's not necessarily saying your purpose is to be an NBA star. I'm not even saying your purpose is to be a coach, but something connected to basketball. Maybe it's a new, what are they called? What are the people called? Maybe your purpose is to be a broadcaster, but it's something in that area. Basically, just finding peace, like from the ultimate source. Like, if you're trying to find peace, read the Bible, read your word, and pray. Okay, because that's gonna give you peace. I'm telling you, I wish I could explain it. Like, I wish I could just make you see it, because I mean, you hear this all the time. Like, I read the Bible, pray, all these things. But like, when I say it's so real, the peace that comes is so real. Oh my God, it's so real. But gain peace. And then just start exploring, start like, you know, try to pick up a new hobby. You never know what you'll like. Like, you know, try to figure out what's something that you like, what's something that you love, and then you'll find your passion. And then once you find your passion, you can kind of begin to develop your purpose. Like, what is your purpose in life? What is it that you're supposed to be doing in life? You know what I'm saying? So you start with peace. That's my advice. Because I tried to skip steps, skip straight to purpose. And I was stressed doing that. But yeah, so I mean, because I'm passionate about creativity, I'm passionate about sports, and I'm passionate about like my friends and close family members. Those are three things, like my top three things that I'm passionate about. So with creativity, you already know Project One and the art of. With sports, I don't exactly know. That's why I'm still like pursuing these things, because I don't know exactly everything. I know that I love watching sports so much. Like, I'm so passionate about watching it, whether it's on TV, going to a game, whatever it is. I love sports. Football season's about to start. Shout out to the national reigning champs, Ohio State! Yay! Can't wait to watch them again. But back into it, okay? Passionate about sports. Love watching them. Going to games and experiencing them. And also last year I had the privilege of coaching, so I think that showed me a new level of love that I have for sports, specifically softball, because that's the sport I play. But just coaching, it showed me a new level of love and enjoyment and excitement. So I don't know if it's coaching that I'll be doing, I don't know if it's training that I'll be doing, but I definitely think I will be doing something dealing with sports. You know, sports or the health of the body, like in terms of like personal training and stuff like that. Something in the, I don't know exactly, that's why I'm still pursuing, but something like that. Something in there. I'm really trying to figure that out, because I do want to be connected to sports in that way, because it's just like, it's so much inside of me. Like watching sports and coaching sports, I get the same level of adrenaline that I did when I was playing. So it's like, I have to be connected to that some way still. I don't know exactly how, but I will be connected to that. And then my family, like I'm just a family-oriented person. Love my family. Love friends that are like family. Like I'm just passionate about them. I'll go hard for them no matter what. So yeah, find peace. Figure out your passion. You'll find your purpose. I'm telling you. I think that really just goes for anybody. I think anybody can do those three things. You find your peace. Find peace first. If you're not in a peaceful situation, if you don't live in a peaceful household, or you're not in a peaceful situation, go watch my last episode and that'll tell you what to do. Once you do that, then I feel like living alone, you can have the most peace. Like I just feel like living alone, you just have peace, y'all. It's just so peaceful, because you're left just with yourself. Like sometimes it gets boring, but it's really not. Like I think from the outside looking in, it may look boring, because I really do the same thing pretty much every day, every week. Like it's pretty much the same schedule. But like for me, it's exciting in the sense of like I'm pursuing something that I care about, like I love, that I enjoy, and it's exciting to see the progress each day or each week or from episode to episode. Like these things excite me a little bit. So yeah, move out, find peace, find what you're passionate about, find your purpose, and do everything that you're supposed to do in life. I think that's it though. I think that's it. Well, that's it guys. My name's Kennedy, and this is The Art of You. The question of the week was, at what age do you want to have kids? If you would have asked me this question like 10 years ago, I probably would have told you that I'd have kids by now. But that is not the case. Since I want to have a lot of kids and the biological time clock is real, I would say realistically to start having kids at least before I'm 30. The most important thing for me is to be married before I have any child. So, with that being said, whenever I get married, maybe like a year after marriage, I will start having kids. Well, that's it for today's show. Thanks for watching. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Bye!